All right, this is how you can use the RSI and the MACD indicators to benefit your trading or investing. All right, let's jump right in. RSI is going to be first. I'm going to call these green lines our signal lines. And so you don't have to know everything about what the RSI is. It means relative strength index. So it tells you if there's lots of momentum, it's a good time to buy, or if it's not a good time to buy. Basically overbought or oversold. And so the green lines are going to do a good job of telling us that. So as we're in this overbought territory here in 2020 on Apple, we then sold off. And so again, we were overbought here at the beginning of, still late 2020, and we sold off. And you can see throughout here, anytime the RSI breaks above the 70, it's a good opportunity to short. I guess it's probably best to say now, there's no one indicator that you should use as a definite buy or sell every time. I'm going to use a bunch of indicators over a bunch of different time frames with all the information available. But for the sake of simplicity in this video, we're just going to go through the RSI and the MACD and say what looks to be a good opportunity to buy or sell when they signal. Okay, so again, the 30s are good times to buy. So here we are back in 2018. It would have been a great time to buy. Look at that. I mean, you would have been up, let's see, over 160% right now on Apple. Apple's at new highs. We're at 300% from 2018 if you would have said we're at the 30 on the RSI. And so for your regular investor, you might not think about it much, but it's worth looking at the chart. You don't want to buy halfway in. You want to buy at the lows. And so this 30 on the RSI is helpful. And so as we look into 2022 here, during June through, let's just say, October time frame, we were close to the 30s on the weekly. And so sure enough, you would have bought in the 30s, you would have been up on this rally that we had. Similarly, the tops in the 70s would have been good to short. All right, so let's jump into Tesla. So this is Tesla, and you could see on the RSI, good time to sell because it's over 70, good time to sell over 70, and even back here, good time to sell over 70. Tesla has not hit the 30 since the beginning of 2023, and look at this. If you would have bought at the RSI at the 30 on this weekly time frame, you would be up 140% right now. That's insane. So the RSI is really useful. All right, so the next one we're going to look at is the one below. This is called the MACD. Moving Average Convergence Divergence. You can look it up, look into the formula for it, all that. I'm just here to tell you how to use it. So, and you could see this red line crossed the green line. The green line is the signal line. When the red line crosses the green line, it's a signal to buy or sell. So here it would have been a sell signal, and it would have been perfect. You would have made a few points off that, and here, red line crosses the green line, signal to buy. And sure enough, it would have been a great rally. Similarly, we had a cross down, good time to short. And this one didn't provide us too much guidance on this back to the top. But again, it crossed and we knew to sell. It crossed, we knew to buy, all the way down. And then if you use this with the RSI, like you could see here, you would have said, wow, the MACD is turning up and the RSI is at 30. It might not be a bad time to buy. And sure enough, like we just saw in Tesla, you'd be up 140%. Let's look at Amazon right quick. Amazon, right here is the 30. You would have made, let's see, if you bought at the 30 RSI, you would have made 33% on Amazon. All you have to do is look, just read the charts. So let's check in on the overall market. I've talked about the RSI and the MACD before, and you can see 2018 RSI is way over 70. It's way over 70. It was during this whole rally, and then at the 2021 we start to sell. Similarly, we just rejected at 70. And then I would say look at the MACD. Every time it crossed the line, there was a short opportunity. Here's another. Here's 2020, another. And then we saw a real move right here, and I think that would have been a good indication. All the 70, we're really overbought in this whole time frame, and then we sell. And now we're in an uptrend. And so I think we could see more upside in the future, but I would just say to be cautious. The RSI is at 70. During this area, you're good. Between 30 and 70, just chill. But once you're at the 70, I think it's pay a little more attention. Be a little cautious. What's the MACD doing? Are we at all-time highs? Are we about to break? Or all right, so I'll show you how it works for trading. So I'll hop on. I'll say this is the day we're trading. I'll say these are the pre-market lows from yesterday. So we'll draw a little line. This sort of This is a critical spot too, it looks like. And yeah, we're probably good here. We don't need to do too much more. But yeah, so we opened down, and you can see the MACD. It's already starting to crawl. You can see the RSI is at 30 or below 30. We're 22. And so you might think, maybe we could go up. And sure enough, we moved up. And then we didn't even hit 70 before we saw a pullback. And then we continued to move up. We never saw 70 on the RSI, but the MACD did signal as we started this sell. So the MACD crossed here. So you wouldn't have lost money if you were still long here, but you could have shorted now, and you could have rode this down all the way to this 432 level. That's to say that the RSI and the MACD are helpful indicators both on the long time frames and the shorter ones like the 5 minutes. So they're good for something like investing long term, just looking at a 401k or a Roth IRA, or they're good for someone who just has a brokerage account and is doing some trading on the side. With that being said, I hope you make the rest of your day the best of your day.